Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? Yes, they're the best wide receiver duo in the NFL. Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com, and you heard that right. There have been different rankings out there. I know over at the Locked On Podcast Network, and I host Locked On Bengals with Jake Lisco every single day. But on the Locked On NFL show, they had some recent wide receiver duo rankings. One didn't even have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins in it. The other had them third. Look, Hunter Renfrow is great, and he's a really good slot receiver. And Davante Adams is really good. And Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle have a ton of potential. And all of these different, Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson on paper look really good. None of those guys have played together. And that's the thing. That's where I land on when thinking about wide receiver duos. This Bengals team has a wide receiver who's 22 years old, coming off of arguably the best rookie season by a wide receiver in NFL history, 1,455 yards, has huge play after huge play in the playoffs, whether it's the Super Bowl or in the AFC title game where Jamar Chase just skied over. It's almost a play that gets lost in the shuffle. The Bengals are down 8, 21-13, and he skies over the cornerback, makes the tough catch, and the Bengals suddenly tie the game after Trent Taylor's 2-point conversion. Those type of plays Jamar Chase is making. T. Higgins, what did he do? Well, he had a huge postseason, finished with over 1,400 yards in 28 games, and to me would have been one of the top receivers taken in this draft class. Like, he was the 33rd pick in 2020. T. Higgins would have been like the 10th pick in 2022. And maybe Jamison Williams goes ahead of him in a healthy version of him. But outside of that, I think these dudes, you're telling me Chris Olave coming out is better than T. Higgins? I'm not buying that one. And I like Olave. I like some of these receivers. Treylon Burks coming out, not as good as T. Higgins. And so to me, and I could go on Garrett Wilson and stuff, but that's not the point. The point is T. Higgins has 1,999 yards in 2 seasons. Went over 1,000 yards last year, six touchdowns in back-to-back seasons, missed his quarterback for part of his rookie year. Otherwise, he would have topped the 1,000-yard mark in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. This Bengals team has 2 guys, 23 and 22, that are stars. They both went over 1,000 yards last year, and they're proven together. And that's the part of it that gets me, is a lot of these guys haven't played together. Are we sure Davante Adams and Hunter Renfrow are going to be great and go for 1,000 apiece? Are we sure that Mike Williams and Keenan Allen are that good? Yeah, I know Mike Williams makes $20 million per now. Are we sure he's that good? And so that's what I keep coming back to when I look at these different wide receiver rankings. And to me, I like Waddle and Hill. I think that makes sense. They do got to prove it. And there's a question mark there as far as the quarterback is concerned. I like a lot of these duos on paper, but I don't like any of them more than Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And it's not because this is Cincinnati Bengals talk. It's because these guys are young, hungry. They work extremely hard. I haven't even mentioned Tyler Boyd, who matters, but we're talking duos, not trios. But, yeah, they are awesome. Not just good, they're great. And T. Higgins gets lost in the shuffle, I think, a little bit with how explosive Jamar was last year. But together, I think they're quite a tandem. And, T. Higgins, he looked up to A.J. Green a ton growing up. I'm not saying he's the next A.J. Green, but the way he wins at the contested catch point is huge. And when you have a guy like Higgins and a guy like Chase, and they're both young and they're both hungry and they both have an awesome quarterback throwing them the ball in Joe Burrow, they're going to put up big numbers, but they're also going to make each other better. And I think that's the fun part. Jamar got off to that really, really hot start the first couple of games of last year. T. Higgins was a little slow with the shoulder that he ended up playing through. And think about that. He had shoulder surgery after the season, played through it all year long, and finished with over 1,400 yards in 18 games. 9 touchdowns total when you count the postseason, 2 in the Super Bowl. T. Higgins is a problem. And the Bengals know it, the NFL knows it, and you should know it as well. I think they're the best wide receiver duo in the NFL. They're better than DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. They're better, than whoever you want to say. Honestly, than whoever you want to say and throw out there. I think they are. Now, do you think Stephon Diggs and Gabriel Davis could get there? Maybe. Could, duos like that emerge? Absolutely. Absolutely. And there are a lot of great weapons on paper, and there's a reason a lot of these teams went out and got Davante Adams, went out and got Tyreek Hill, went out and got extra weapons. And part of it is because the Bengals, they've invested in the weapons around Joe Burrow. Think about that. Tyler Boyd was a second-round pick, and they extended him. Joe Mixon was a second-round pick, and they extended him. Jamar Chase, the 5th overall pick. T. Higgins, second-round pick, 33rd overall. They had a high first-round grade on him. They have surrounded him with weapons. Hayden Hurst, a first-round pick at tight end. The Bengals want to give their young quarterback weapons. He made the most of it last year. I think this duo is going to be even better in 2022 with an offensive line that's going to give Burrow more time. What say you? Am I looking through the orange and black glasses? What duo is better than Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? I think it's the best wide receiver duo in the NFL. And right now, I'm not sure it's really that close until some of these other duos go out there and prove it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell so you get notifications anytime we post. For our channel coordinator, Andrew Fox-Miller, I'm James Rapien, signing off for now, right here on CBT, Cincinnati Bengals Talk.